The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
Oh, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to an all-new episode of the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast. We bring you the NXT Takeover 25 post-show. Ladies and gentlemen, was that a pretty good show? I thought it was a pretty good show for the most part, man. I got home last night at approximately 2 o'clock, so I threw the pay-per-view on. I watched the first match, then I got into the second match, then I started falling asleep. So I was like, all right, I'll pick this back up where I in the morning there. So I went into it spoiler free. Luckily nothing was spoiled because I stayed off the internet. So which is kind of funny because we were at the Ring of Honor tapings last night up in Kent, and Jack was on his phone the whole night, and apparently one of the matches got spoiled. So I was like, don't spoil it, which obviously he didn't. So, it was, dude, quite the. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show tonight. The crowd seemed to be pretty good. They darkened out the crowd. It was a little bit different of a presentation. I mean, like, this is like what is a takeover not piggybacking off of a pay-per-view weekend. So it's not like we have like a show tonight here being Sunday. For the main roster or anything like that. Obviously, that was 2 weeks ago with Money in the Bank. But this show did take place out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is like, where did they get that? Because originally, I think this was supposed to be in San Jose, California, for the Takeover event. But apparently, shit got canceled. Shit got moved around. I don't know what the hell happened, dude. WWE's like going crazy shit here when it comes to canceling stuff and moving shit around. Like, there's supposed to be a house show here in Washington State the night after Stomping Ground for the SmackDown brand in Kennewick, Washington, which isn't too far from where I'm at. And like Jack was online last night when we were driving home, and he was like trying to find tickets. Dude, he couldn't even find fucking like official tickets for it. It's just like, dude, it's gonna get canceled, just like every other fucking house show on Monday nights is getting canceled so far. It's like they're really moving towards like a this non-brand split, dude. I really think going into Fox, dude, that's, obviously we had the wild card and everything, so it's like, yeah, it's probably where it's going. But yeah, nonetheless, though, even watching this on a bit of a delay, I did enjoy the show here. So we saw two, I don't know if these were, we saw two matches. I guess these were going to be taped for TV later this week here. We saw Keith Lee take on Kona Reeves and Mia Yim take on Bianca Belair. So I'm not going to go over exactly the results of that because I assume those are going to be on TV here this coming week. So I'm sure we'll go ahead and cover that here next week's episode, guys. So we kicked off NXT TakeOver. We only had 5 matches on this show, dude. We had Matt Riddle taking on Roderick Strong. This match went 14 minutes and 45 seconds here. I thought this was a really strong outing. Nice way to kick off the show. They always for the most part, the matches are always really high quality for takeover shows. Now, I don't think this takeover really stacked up as being like obviously like, oh, this is like the best takeover ever, because it seems like they always top. They go from one to the next, and each one tops the previous incarnation or the presentation or whatever of the takeover prior. To that one. But this one here, I don't think it did. I thought the Matt Riddle-Roderick Strong match was good. I really did. I thought Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong both brought it in the ring. I'm not surprised that Matt Riddle won. You kind of want Roddy to win a little bit. It's like, does he ever get a win? I don't know. I guess he gets the win randomly every once in a while, but in this case here, Matt Riddle does pick up the win. I thought this was a good opening. It was definitely a good opening. And, from there, we went to the 4-corner NXT Tag Team Championship ladder match. This match went 21 minutes and 30 seconds. I started falling asleep during this last night, so I didn't really catch the some of the major spots at the beginning of the show. But it seemed like everybody was, brought their fucking working boots on for Takeover last night. And your Street Profits are your new NXT Tag Team Champions here. I was kind of hoping Undisputed Era would pick up the win and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish would walk out the NXT champions, but tag champs. But nonetheless, though, I like Street Profits. I think it was very well deserved. And considering I kind of thought that they would win, honestly, just based on the fact that they were the ones challenging War Raiders prior to them going up to the main roster here within those last couple episodes. But nonetheless, dude, like I don't know if this tops the previous ladder match that they did for the initial crowning of the North American Heavyweight Champion and back at WrestleMania weekend the year prior, back in 2018. I don't think so. I don't know. I think it was probably like a decent 4-star match here. Again, it looked like Kyle O'Reilly got the shit beat out of him. Some good spots though. Definitely. I mean, again, dude, these guys put their bodies on the line, dude. It's a ladder match. I mean, people are gonna get fucked up during this match here. So, Street Profits winning. I'm not surprised. We'll see where their reign as NXT tag team champions takes them. Our third match of the evening was the Velveteen Dream defending his North American Championship against Tyler Breeze. This match went 16 minutes and 50 seconds. Out of all the matches on the card, I would rank this one as my least favorite. It kind of seemed like they were, they gelled, but at the same time, they kind of fucked up some shit here and there, you know? And again, I'm not coming down on them for any sort of botched spots or anything like that. It's like, I get it, you know? It's not that big of a deal, but like, I don't think this match delivered like the Velveteen Dream Matt Riddle match delivered at the last Takeover. Tyler Breeze at one point goes for a dropkick when Velveteen Dream was clearly not he wasn't in the right area to get dropkick. He wasn't off the top rope. He was clearly on the top rope, and then Tyler Breeze went for it. It looked like Tyler Breeze may have been like a little fucked up, dude. He's bleeding from his ear a little bit, so I haven't read any of the dirt sheets yet, so I don't know exactly what his status is, but I mean, he's probably all right, I would assume. Again, like I don't know. At one point, I thought Tyler Breeze may pull it off, and Mauro Ranallo was like, "Oh, Tyler Breeze's parents traveled all the way from Canada for this." It's like, well, okay, maybe he will win it then, but at the same time, it's like, no, he's not gonna win it. He's just there to put over Velveteen Dream. Moving forward. So good to see Velveteen Dream pick up the win here. See that he's continuing his defense of the NXT North American Championship and, you know, adding value to it. Because again, you know, that first initial year, it kind of seemed like this title bounced around quite a few times here. So it's good to see that, you know, he has a couple, title defenses under his belt and will continue his reign here as the NXT North American Champion. Quite possibly the two matches of the night, in my opinion, were after this. After the Velveteen Dream Tyler Breeze match, we saw Shayna Baszler defend her NXT Women's Championship against Io Shirai. This match went only 12 minutes and 15 seconds, dude. Wow, it seems like it went longer, but this match was amazing, dude. I really enjoyed the storytelling with Io Shirai. Her arm just getting fucked up by Shayna Baszler. I really, at the end, dude, I was really hoping Io Shirai would pick up the win. Unfortunately, she tapped out, dude. So it was pretty unfortunate, you know. But we saw the other four horsewomen try to get involved, but Candice LeRae came out with a fucking kendo stick and just destroyed them, dude. So it's like that kendo stick looks so big. In the hands of Candice LeRae, like my kid was all like, "Oh man, that's such a big kendo stick." I'm like, "Well, she's probably a small woman, you know. It's not like we're watching Braun Strowman with a kendo stick. I'm pretty sure it was an average size kendo stick. It's just she's a smaller person, so it's gonna look bigger on TV." Nonetheless, though, after the match, though, Io Shirai, I don't know if it was supposed to go at heel, but I think she was just giving Shayna Baszler what she deserved. I mean, Shayna Baszler, and I know like in previous episodes we've said like, this is what Shayna needs. She needs to carry the title for a long time, dude. She needs to be destructive. So I guess in that sense, I'm not mad they're continuing down, you know, proving that Shayna Baszler is one tough son of a bitch. But nonetheless, Shirai just beat the shit out of Baszler with that kendo stick, like fucked her up, and then did a moonsault with the chair onto Shayna Baszler. So I don't know if I would imagine that their feud is going to continue maybe for a little bit longer. I would imagine that Candice LeRae may get the spot against Shayna at SummerSlam this year up in Toronto for Takeover Toronto. I mean, it's definitely a possibility that's the way they go. We got a couple months for that, so we'll see where the build goes here in the next couple weeks. But yeah, Shayna Baszler got what she deserved, dude. So it was a good outing. I really enjoyed this match. So the main event of the evening, again, only 5 matches on this card, guys. We saw Johnny Gargano, his first title defense of the NXT Championship against Adam Cole, whom he defeated for the vacant championship just several months ago at NXT TakeOver New York. This match went 32 minutes flat, dude. Oh, man, they got that one down to the T. Man, me and my kid, dude, he's a big Johnny Gargano fan, which I don't even know why. Like, one day I just, like, came out and he was playing 2K19, and it was like, he's playing Johnny Gargano. He's like, oh man, Johnny Gargano's my favorite wrestler. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, man. Like, that's cool. Like, you totally found this guy on your own. It's not like I've been on the record here that I'm not necessarily the biggest Johnny Gargano fan. So, him being a Johnny Gargano fan, it was like, oh, cool, man. So we sat there for 32 minutes and went back and forth, dude. Just back and forth on like, no, Adam Cole's going to win. Johnny Gargano's going to win. Because I told him, I was like, Adam Cole's going to win this match. He's going to win it. And, lo and behold, your new NXT champion is fucking Adam Cole, guys. So pretty amazing match, dude. This match, again, delivered on all fronts. I don't know if it was better than the match just a couple months ago. I think it's just as good. I think it's just on par. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to go back to the TakeOver New York, watch that match, then rewatch this one to kind of determine, which I don't know if I'm going to actually do that, but I like the story how that played out, with the whole 2 out of 3 falls match being the first match, and then, Adam Cole's whole thing, well, I beat you the first fall, so if this would have been a regular match, I would have been champion, and that was kind of the whole idea. They sold the arm, Adam Cole's arm, and then Johnny Gargano's knee, which it was fun at certain points where, they weren't selling, but then they were selling, and it's like, whatever, dude, I'm going to look past all that stupid shit. Damn, dude, just a great all-around match, dude, just like lots of near pinfalls. Damn, dude, Adam Cole is the new NXT heavyweight champion, dude. So he joins Johnny Gargano as being the first ever triple threat, second ever triple threat winner, as he has held the NXT tag champs and North America. He was the very first North American champion. Dude, this was just a pretty good takeover, dude. Nice way to spend my Sunday morning catching up on professional wrestling. But yeah, it's getting back to my youngest dude. He got pretty pissed off that Johnny Gargano lost, dude. I tried just tell him dude, it's just a match, man. It's it's just professional wrestling. Johnny Gargano will be back, dude. He'll have another rematch. I don't know if he's gonna win the title back. I don't know what the plans are moving forward for Johnny Gargano. I don't know what they're doing with Adam Cole moving forward. Yeah, dude, it was a pretty good show though, dude. Again, I don't necessarily think it was the best takeover ever, but at the same time, this match delivered. And Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai delivered, in my opinion, as well. And then, Matt Riddle, dude. I just like seeing fucking Matt Riddle on my TV screen. Anytime I can see him on there, dude, I'm going to be a fucking happy motherfucking camper in regards to, watching that match. I don't know, guys. That's pretty much it, dude, for this post show. I know a lot of times these post shows are pretty short, which is probably a good thing, This coming week, dude, we got good stuff coming up on our network, dude. We got brand new In the Mouth of Madness podcast coming out. Last House on the Left. Ooh boy, if you're a fan of that movie. It was quite the struggle kind of riff in this one, because it's kind of like, it's pretty serious, content regarding that movie and kind of where it leads and stuff. And, you'll, definitely just tune in to get that one for sure. Catch that one. And then, definitely we have the podcast that no one listens to. And then again, we'll be back next Friday with the Totally Necessary Wrestling podcast, covering the fallout from NXT TakeOver, along also with, Raw and SmackDown this week. Apparently, Brock Lesnar is going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract this coming Monday. I don't know. I think actually the Totally Necessary Wrestling podcast will probably drop on Thursday. I'll probably drop the same day as the podcast that no one listens to. And I say that only just based on the fact that we have the Super Showdown this coming Friday. So I'd like to, at least have that out one day prior, just to, preview that show, which again, I'm going to be out of town next week, dude, next weekend again. So it's I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch that Super Showdown, if I'm even going to watch that Super Showdown. So we may not even have a post show for that. So I'm just kind of leaving that up in the air. So if you don't see it, whatever, dude, it's not a big deal. Again, it's gonna be a glorified fucking house show, and it's not even gonna be worth my time to fucking watch it. It's like, might as well just catch the fucking highlights. I don't know, dude. All right, guys. So that is the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast. Again, dude, I am Kevin Porter, and until next time, peace.